Hi everyone, Doug here. Welcome back to yet another board game channel and yet another episode of Castle Ravenloft. We are trying to find the chapel wherein we can recover the icon of Ravenloft. So, things are going about how they usually go in these D&D games. Apparently okay, but then it can gang up on you. But we'll see if we can pull some stuff off. Oh, yes, before doing anything, I forgot to officially remove the slowed status off of Alyssa after she finished her last hero phase, so she can now move normally. Which is good, because we want to get her out of there and exploring. Alright, we will start our first turn with our first adventurer, Thorgrim the Dwarf Cleric. Okay, here's Thorgrim. He is next to the gargoyle. So what he's going to do is he's going to attack the gargoyle and then move. Get the heck out of there. So, he is going to be using his, well, let's say, going to use his healing strike. Smite your foe and heal a nearby companion. Hopefully, yeah, attack one adjacent monster. It is adjacent, so we're going to attack with a +8. The gargoyle has an armor class of 16. So we want at least an 8 here. And we only got a 6. Oh, right. Actually, he got 7 because of his ring of accuracy, but that still wasn't enough. Oh well. I was mostly after the healing to get a hit point back to Alyssa, but that's not going to happen. So, he's done his attack, he's going to move, we're going to get him up 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to put him to the northern end there, and he's going to explore. We're just going to relocate so we can fit a dungeon tile. Okay, and Thorgrim reveals, yay, a white arrow. But at the same time, boo, a monster. And we get a skeleton. That's not too bad. They're fairly easy to kill. Okay, skeleton goes there. So, yes, villain phase. Oh, we don't get an encounter. White arrow. Getting pretty lucky on the arrows. But now we have to... yeah, we have to activate all of Thorgrim's monsters, which will start with the gargoyle a little further down. Okay, first up, the gargoyle. If it is within one tile of a hero, it moves to the closest hero's tile and attacks each hero on the tile with a whirlwind of claws. That's what it's going to do. It's going to moves to the spawn point on there and attacks Alyssa. So we'll see if it's going to hit. If it hits, I have a plan. So it is attacking with a +8. Whoop. That was a 5 before I picked that up, which means 5 to... hey, it actually missed. Unfortunately, it still does the damage to Alyssa, which puts her down to 4. That's not good. I actually kind of wanted it to hit, because I was going to use the unbalancing parry to force it to miss, and then send it further away so it wouldn't be able to attack us anymore. But that's not what happened. It missed on its own. So now the skeleton... skeleton is not adjacent to a hero. It is within one tile, so it's going to move adjacent to Thorgrim. And attack with a slice, which will be a +9. It'll do 2 damage if it hits. Yeah. Okay, gonna move adjacent. Attacking with a +9. And it got an 18. That's a very definite hit. I'm just gonna check his abilities. I could use the Shield of Faith, which would force it to miss, and give Thorgrim a +2 bonus to armor class. I think I want to save the shield for when Alyssa's closer, so it will work on both of us. So yeah, we're going to take the 2 damage. 2, which so we were at 6, so it's going to put him down to 4. That's too bad, but yeah, it's what we've got. We can do some healing after if we really need to. Alright, that is it for Thorgrim. That was a less than stellar turn from him. But yeah, we'll see what Alyssa can do next. Alright. Well, what Alyssa is going to do is she is going to use her careful attack to take out the zombie next to her. The adjacent monster takes 1 damage, so that is gone, and she gets treasure again. She keeps getting all the treasure, but oh, well, that was nice. Breath of Life. Your hero regains 1 hit point, and discard the card. Okay, well, Alyssa's back up to 5. That's good. And now she is going to move. She's got her speed of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means she doesn't need to be adjacent, but she might as well be. So we are going to explore. She got, hey, another white arrow. Getting really lucky on the encounter front. We know that can't last. Especially since finding the chapel will force us to draw 1 every turn, no matter what. Anyhow, what monster shows up? Oh look, our zombie's back. So, zombie, back there. Zombie now attacks. If it's within 1 hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a Rotting Fist, which will be a +5. Just going to move it here, because that way it's still on that tile, but still adjacent, because if I were to put it, say, here, and it attacked successfully, it would do 2 damage to her, because it's 1 damage for each monster on the zombie's tile. Hopefully we'll avoid any damage at all. That is, yes, a +5. 12 is 17. That would be enough to hit. Do I want to use... No, we're going to save the unbalancing parry for now. We'll just take the damage because, well, we just healed it, so this puts it back as 4. Us back at 4. Okay, that was meh. That's okay, nobody's dead. Yeah, so we'll do another round of turns and see what happens next. So back to Thorgrim. Okay, Thorgrim is going to attack and move. He's going to attack his skeleton with the Healing Strike. So, that'll be a +8. Can only do 1 damage, but we only need to do 1. Let's put that there. That is visible. And Skeleton has an armor class of 16. His Ring of Accuracy doesn't help because it's an adjacent monster. Okay, rolled 17, which is enough on its own to take out the skeleton. We will add that to the experience pile. And Thorgrim gets a treasure. Play this item immediately. You gain a +1 bonus to armor class while this item is in play. Good. He's harder to hit. Then he is going to move. Oh, right. Hold on. He hit so. Because of his healing strike, choose one hero within one tile of you. That hero regains 1 hit point. I don't think he can use it on himself just because of the description here. Heal a nearby companion. But that's okay. Alyssa is on the same tile. So that's going to put her up to 5 hit points again. Now he's going to move. He's got 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll have to reposition the camera so we can add a tile. Alright, here we go. It's only a matter of time until we got a black arrow. Put that there. I'm going to spawn him another monster. It's going to be another spider. Find a spider. Put it there. And before his monsters activate, have to take an encounter card. Passage of Time. The unholy air in Strahd's crypt saps the strength from you and your companions. Each hero takes 1 damage. It's not a great one, but it's not the most terrible one. I think I'm going to save our experience to potentially bounce a much worse card than that. So that'll put Alyssa back down to 4, and Thorgrim is at 3. Thorgrim still has his healing ability if he, if he gets desperate, he can use that. Okay, so his monsters will now activate, and good news, the gargoyle is going to leave us alone. If the gargoyle is within 1 tile of a hero, it's not. It's 2 tiles away from its nearest hero. Otherwise, the gargoyle does nothing. Good. Now the spider is going to attack if it's adjacent to a hero. Nope. If it's within 1 tile, it's going to use its web, which is almost certainly going to hit because it's a +11. 11 plus 5 is 16. Just hit Thorgrim. Oh, wait. No, he has an armor class with this of 17. It just missed. Yay. And there's no miss effect. Only on the bite do you still take damage. On the web, if it misses, nothing happens. Huzzah. Thank goodness for the Amulet of Protection. That just saved him. Alright, so we will now see what Alyssa will do. Okay, Alyssa will begin, I guess, using her trusty Careful Attack, which will do 1 damage to an adjacent monster, taking out the zombie again. Giving her yet another treasure. What has she got? Dragon's Breath Elixir. Use this item during hero phase. Attack each monster on your tile. This does not count as an action attack. That could be very useful once we find the chapel and find ourselves swarmed by a whole bunch of critters. Yay! And then Alyssa will move. She can move up to 6, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just barely. Doesn't really matter what side we put her on. She's still adjacent to the spider no matter what. 6, just getting her on the tile. She still gets to explore because of her scouting ability. She's not on an edge, but... Oh, I should have decided. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. We'll say that side. And yeah, black triangle. Black. So that means, well, first of all, of course, the monster. It's a kobold skirmisher. Shows up. Look at these little fellas. They're so tiny. I'm going to put that there. Before her monsters react, it's time for, ooh, okay, get an environment card. Music of the Damned. The haunting sound of an organ echoes through the crypts, sending shivers down your spine. If there's an environment card already in play, discard it. Not an issue. Whenever a hero would place a new monster, that hero draws 2 monster cards and chooses the monster worth the most experience. He or she places that monster and discards the other. Now, the problem is, monsters with higher experience tend to be more difficult. On the other hand, if we got 2 monsters with equal experience, we'd get to choose which one to put. Do I want to bounce that? We could. You know what? No. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it, but with the chapel imminent and a bunch of monsters showing up there, this will just make things way too complicated and risky. So yes, let's get rid of that. We're going to spend 5 experience to bounce it. So there's 2, 4, 5. Okay, leaving us with 2 experience in our pile. All right, that is done. So that just leaves us with Alyssa's monster phase. The kobold skirmisher will activate. If the kobold is within 1 tile of a hero, it is. It attacks the closest hero with a thrown javelin. So that'll be a +9 to its roll. And it's trying to, well, it's going for Alyssa because Thorgrim's 2 tiles away. So 9 plus 11 is 18, which is unfortunately enough to hit Alyssa. I'll do 1 damage, leaving her at 3. No, I think we'll still save her unbalancing parry for a much larger hit monster. So we'll take the damage. She's at 3. We haven't used any healing surges yet. And I think we're probably pretty close to the chapel. Let me just count tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So sometime in the next 4 tiles, we are going to get the chapel. Could be potentially the very next one we explore, or it might be a little bit further along. So I think we'll leave it at that for this episode. Do the rest, have a grand finale next time, as we are certain to uncover the chapel very shortly. So, hope you join me then. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, and for liking the videos both on YouTube and Board Game Geek. I appreciate it. And we will see you next time for yet another episode of Castle Ravenloft, the icon of Ravenloft. So long.